Hey everyone, good afternoon. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Today looks gorgeous, just like the weekend was. So I hope you're taking this time to get out there and take advantage of whatever you have, whatever you're doing, or any fun stuff you have planned. So yeah, it's gorgeous out there. So for today's poem video, the last one I did was 134. Yeah, 134, and 134 was on the country of USA. So yeah, I did that one. Yeah, I did that one. So yeah. So if you enjoy it, please do make the most of it. So yeah, please enjoy it. Yeah, if you ever watch it, yeah, feel free to go for it. Yeah. Today's poem video, I've written another poem, and this is based on a WWE superstar. Now I've done a poem on this WWE superstar before, but ever since he made his return, I believe back in the year where we had the pandemic, yeah, he's shown the world that he's gone from being what he was back then, to now being something more, how I say, more interesting that the world has gotten to know very much of. Yeah, back in the year where the pandemic struck, he returned to the WWE after not being seen for months when the pandemic was making our lives miserable. And I believe he came back with a new. He came back with the attitude change, something him. Yeah, he came back as a new nemesis, and then I thought he was still the same, but the nemesis thing really came to him, and next thing you know, he went from being known as the big dog to now known as what I'm about to read this poem that's based on his nickname right now. So yeah, I've written the poem on the formerly known big dog known as Roman Reigns. And my second poem on him is what his nickname is now known as, which is said on his shirt that you see every night when you watch SmackDown, even when you tune in to watch it. So yeah. So I'm gonna read you this poem, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. Even though I'm not a fan of what Roman looks like right now, you have to admit what he's done has really gotten to where he is, especially seeing how he has risen to the mountain of the landscape and has now become something that you thought you would never see him as, especially when it comes to a family throne that he knows of. So get ready as I read you this poem. This poem that is based on Roman for the second time. This poem is called The Head of the Table. And the name of it is based on Roman's nickname that he is called every night when you watch SmackDown, called the Head of the Table. So get ready as I read this poem to you all and see if you enjoy this. The Head of the Table. Roman Reigns has risen to the main top, a tribal chief who will not be stopped. After securing a covenant prize, the truth has got him recognized. He is sitting in a mighty throne. His soul has turned stone. Many fellows have played the step-up game, but he has given them a result that ends the same. Roman will turn any showdown into a savage fight. It will not be bright. You can tell from his clocking fist, while then with the next guest on his list. Roman is unbreakable, remaining as the head of the table. Alright, my friends, get ready as I show you the picture of the man who likes to call himself the head of the table. This is him right here. Yep, this is Roman. You notice his new shirt saying the head of the table. Yep, and underneath it, I put down the words that he would say. The first two words he always says when he comes to the ring: acknowledge me. But right down there, you see it. I put down it says, which he would pretty much say, acknowledge me as the head of the table. Yep, and that look on his face tells everything about him being acknowledged as the head of the table. That's right. That's Roman Reigns. Roman known as the big dog. Now you see him as the head of the table. Alright, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this poem video. This was, 135? So, yes, 135. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed this poem about the head of the table. You notice that he really has become the head of the table ever since making his return. And that Universal title, he's gone against everyone that has tried to take it off his hands. I mean, think back. We had Kevin Owens. We had his cousin, who is now his right-hand lackey. We also had, who else after Kevin Owens? We had Daniel Bryan. Then there was Edge. And now we might see this happening at SummerSlam. That's if it does happen. It was going to be him against Finn Balor for that title. But it's come to my attention that Cena, last Friday on SmackDown, signed the contract. Therefore, he wants involved in the match too. Because everyone wanted to see John Cena versus Roman Reigns, which has happened before, but not when a Covenant prize is on the line. Prize is on the line. That's what I meant to say. Not when a Covenant title is on the line. And it's come to my attention that Cena wanted that match to happen. But if you were the head of the table, you'd be saying these words: "Ain't gonna happen. I am done, I am through, and I don't even want another match with Cena. It happened once, that was it." And you gotta be asking yourself this question: what else good can happen on the Summer Tour Cena? He's only gonna be around before he goes back to Hollywood. So yeah. So Cena signed the contract last Friday. Therefore, we don't know if this is going to be a triple threat or something new happening with the Universal title up for grabs. We'll just have to find out. But anyway, yeah, the head of the table, he's really gotten to the top, the main top. Yeah. And ever since he got the Universal title, he, like I said, he's defeated everyone that's trying to take it off his hands. So there's no telling if anyone can ever take the Covenant Universal title off of Roman's hands. The head of the table has reached the biggest mountain in the WWE landscape. And I got a feeling he'll remain there until someone else can really take that title off his hands, or grasp it out, can take that title off his hands, or defeat him for that crown as ever. Well, there you have it, my friends. That was a poem on the head of the table. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was poem 135. Yep. And this poem was definitely on WWE Superstar, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. This was the second poem I had written about him because his nickname just seemed so interesting, and it got me wondering. He really has become the head of the table. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next poem video that I make. I have one coming up that's on a country that I've written about, so I might get to that soon. So be on the lookout for that. So thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your evening.